Some people know the Luke Bryan story.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't.
Yeah.
What role has he played in your path?
A big one. I mean, that was, I'd started playing the bars in college in Statesboro. He had already moved to Nashville, had a publishing deal. He may have gotten Good Directions recorded by Billy Currington at this point. He didn't have a record deal yet. And I just met him on the front porch of our fraternity house. He came in for a show with his band that he always played with and changed his strings. He sat down and played a song that he had written, and it just blew my mind.
What was it?
It's a song called "Small Town Favorite Son." It's he's got a new documentary out. I think it's in there, but it's unreleased. But that was the song that made me. It was just about a small town football player that ended up having to stay at home and settle down with a girl. It's just an amazing story, and I remember being like, something this guy wrote made me feel like that, and it was just on from then on. I was obsessed with knowing who wrote what, and by the time I moved to Nashville, I was more starstruck by the songwriters than the artists, because I knew that, I'd learned about that and we wouldn't have the songs without him. But yeah, Luke, we kept in touch. He, I have guys now down in Georgia I send my songs to just to kind of get a gauge of what they think about them, and that was what I was. He'd send me his songs and I'd play them for everybody at
That's
parties,
cool.
whatever, and I was just a big fan. And then to, move to Nashville, he needed a merch guy. I was applying to bars, trying to get a job here, and he took me out one weekend to sell T-shirts, and I stayed out there for about 3 years, and that was my first job I had in Nashville, was selling Luke Bryan's T-shirts. And that's, like I said, he gave me a chance, and he knew that's not why I moved to Nashville. And I think that's why some people find my story so crazy, that, the merch guy turned, getting a record deal and all. It's just kind of you do what you got to do. And I just knew I wanted to be around the business. I didn't know if I'd ever be able to write a song good enough. I didn't know if I'd ever get a record deal, but I knew that I had to be around the music, because there was nothing that and still haven't found anything that made me feel like that. So Luke has played a huge part, and I always say, to go from selling somebody's T-shirts to writing a #1 song for him is a crazy thing, and I owe him a lot of credit.